Good morning, students. This is Shafiq from Don Bosco PU College, Chitradurga. In our previous class, we discussed about the problems based on the scalar or dot product of two vectors. In this class also, we will continue the same. We will continue the problems based on scalar or dot product. Here, it is the problem that is the 20th problem. Here we have the problem. Just see. Let A, B, C be the three vectors such that magnitude A, magnitude B, magnitude C, and each one of them being perpendicular to them, the sum of the other two. Then find magnitude of A vector plus B vector plus C vector. Okay. First, write down the given things. Given that. First, write down the given things. Whatever given in the problem, we just write down. First, magnitudes are given. Magnitude A is 3, magnitude B is 4, magnitude C is 5. Next, what they given? Each one of them being perpendicular to them to the sum of the other two. Each one of them is nothing but A vector, B vector and C vector being perpendicular to them to the sum of the other two. Other two is nothing but the other two. Here we have three vectors, each one of them being perpendicular to the sum of the other two. How it will be? Perpendicular condition is what? In our previous class already we have discussed that the perpendicular condition. Two vectors are said to be perpendicular, then A dot B equals to 0, right? By using that condition here I am going to write this one as A dot B plus C equals to 0, each one of them being perpendicular to the sum of the other two vectors. Okay, perpendicular condition I am using here. Next one, B dot A plus C equals to 0. Next, C dot B plus A equals to 0. These are the given things. By using these conditions, we have to find the magnitude of A plus B plus C. We have to find. Now we have to find the magnitude of A plus B plus C. Is there any formula or is there any condition to find the magnitude of A plus B plus C? No, we don't have. So that I will consider magnitude of A plus B plus C whole square. Okay, magnitude of A plus B plus C whole square I will consider, because for only the magnitude of A plus B plus C, to find this value we don't have any kind of condition or any kind of formula, right? So that I will consider here it is a square. Now we know that in our previous class I already told you that A dot A equals to what? Magnitude of A square. This we know. A dot A is magnitude of A square. Now, what about magnitude of A plus B plus C whole square? This also can be written as A plus B plus C dot A plus B plus C. Right? By using this condition, this magnitude of A plus B plus C square is also can be written as dot product of A plus B plus C and A plus B plus C. Next, that is equals to, you just listen carefully here. I am just multiplying this A vector to these three vectors. A dot A, I want space, so that I am writing here. You, in your notebook, you just continue here. Okay, in your notebook, you just continue here onwards. I want space, so that I am writing the equals here. A dot A plus next term, A dot B plus next term, A dot C plus next term. The multiplying the A vector is over next term. Multiply this B vector to A vector, then B dot A plus next term, B dot B plus next term, B dot C. Next term. multiply this C vector to this one. C dot A plus C dot A plus next term. C dot B, C dot B plus next term. C dot C, C dot C. It is the dot product of these two vectors. It is very similar to we learned already in our lower classes. That is the multiplying the numericals. Okay, already we have learned in our lower classes. That concept here I am applying. Okay, in the form of vectors. That is equals to A dot A is what? Magnitude of A square plus A dot A is magnitude of A square plus next term. In this A vector we have take this A vector is common. The A vector is common. Then the remaining things is what? B vector plus C vector. B vector plus C vector. In this I took A vector is common. Next plus here we have B dot A. Here we have B dot C. Okay, B dot A and B dot C we have. In this I will take B vector is common. B vector is common. Then the remaining things A vector plus C vector plus. In these two I take B vector is common. Then the remaining things A vector plus C vector. Next here we have B dot D is what? Magnitude of B square. Magnitude of B square. Next plus here we have C dot A, C dot B. In this take C vector is common. C vector is common. Then the remaining things A vector plus B vector. A vector plus B vector plus next last one. C dot C is what? Magnitude of C square. Magnitude of C square. Next. That is equals to magnitude of A is what? Magnitude of A, magnitude of B and magnitude of C is given in the problem. That is 3 square plus A dot B plus C is what? 0. A dot B plus C is 0. A dot B plus C is 0. Next to B dot A plus C is 0. Next to C dot A plus B is also 0. Because each one of them being perpendicular to the sum of other two. That condition is given in the problem. A dot B plus C, B dot A plus C, C dot B plus C are 0. Next to plus it is 0 and it is also 0. Plus magnitude of B. Magnitude of B is what? 4. That is 4 square. Plus this one is 0. Plus magnitude of C is 5. That is 5 square. We just simplify it. That is equals to how much? 3 square 9. Next to 4 square is 16. 16 plus 25 is how much? 50. Okay, 50. In the left hand side, what we have? Magnitude of A plus B plus C square. Next one. Magnitude of A plus B plus C square. Next one. Magnitude of A plus B plus C square. Next magnitude of A plus B plus C square. I want the quantity of only the magnitude of A plus B plus C. Here we have square. I want magnitude of A plus B plus C. How to get the magnitude of A plus B plus C? Apply square root on both sides. Then we will get magnitude of A plus B plus C equals to square root of 50. Hence, it is the value of the magnitude of A plus B plus C equals to square root of 50. Okay. Very simple thing it is. Just I written the given things. These are the two given things. Next term. For magnitude of A plus B plus C, we don't have such kind of condition or such kind of formula. That's why I took square. Okay. That I expanded like this by using this condition. After that, I multiplied with respect to the components. Okay. After that, I took common. After that, I substituted the given things in this. Finally, we will get the result. Hence, it is the problem. Okay. Similarly, we have the one more problem. 3 vectors A, B, and C satisfy the condition. Evaluate AB plus BC plus C, that is mu. If magnitude find this? First write down the given things. First write down the given things. Given that magnitude of A equals to 1, magnitude of B equals to 4, and magnitude of C equals to 2. Next, one more it is given, one more thing is given. 3 vectors A, B and C satisfy the condition. Satisfy the condition is nothing but A vector dot A plus B plus C equals to 0 vector. A plus B plus C, 3 vectors. A vector satisfy the condition. A vector plus B vector plus C vector equal to 0 vector. This is nothing but A dot A plus B plus C equals to 0 vector. Similarly, B dot A plus B plus C equals to 0 vector. Next, similarly, C dot A plus B plus C equals to 0 vector. Here these are the hints to find the quantity of mean. Okay, A dot A plus B plus C equals to 0 vector because A satisfies the condition A plus B plus C equals to 0 vector. Similarly, B vector and C vector satisfies the condition A plus B plus C equals to 0 vector. These are the hints, these are the given things. By using this, we have to find the value that is mean. Now, apply the dot product of these two vectors. A dot A is what? A dot A plus next A dot B plus next A dot C equals to 0 vector. Next A dot A is what? Magnitude of A square plus A dot B plus A dot C equals to 0 vector. Next, magnitude of A is 1, that is 1 square. 1 square plus A dot B plus A dot C equals to 0 vector. Now set this 1 square to the right, that will be minus 1. A dot B plus A dot C equals to minus 1. All this is equation number 1. Next, similarly, this one. Similarly, this B dot A plus next B dot B plus B dot C equals to 0 vector. B dot A plus B dot B is what? Magnitude of B square plus B dot C equals to 0 vector. Next, B dot A plus magnitude of B, how much? 4, that is 4 square plus B dot C equals to 0 vector. Now 4 square is how much? 16. Send this 16 to the right, that will be minus. Okay, minus 16. So B dot A plus B dot C equals to minus 16. All this is equation number 2. Similarly, this one C dot A plus C dot B plus C dot C equals to 0 vector. Next one C dot A plus C dot B plus C dot C is how much? Magnitude of C square equals to 0 vector. C dot A plus C dot B plus magnitude of C is how much? 2, that is 2 square. 2 square equals to 0 vector. Next, C dot A plus C dot B equals to, set this 2 square is how much? 4. Send that 4 to the right, that will be minus 4. Call this as equation number 3. Hence, we found equation 1, 2, 3. Now, you just add 1, 2 and 3. You just add 1, 2 and 3. Then we will get the value of mu. Adding 1, 2, 3, adding equations 1, 2 and 3 we get. Equation 1 plus second equation plus third equation we are adding. Then finally what we will get? A dot B plus A dot B plus A dot C plus next term. B dot A plus B dot C, B dot A plus B dot C plus next term. C dot A plus C dot B, C dot A plus C dot B equals to next term. Bracket set. Minus 1, minus 16, minus 14. Minus 1, minus 16, minus 14. Okay, here we added equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3. Next one. A dot B and B dot A is how much? 2. That is 2 times of A dot B, 2 times of A dot B, 2 into A dot B plus next one. A dot C, C dot A is how much? 2 A dot C plus next one. B dot C, C dot A, C dot B is how much? 2 B dot C equals to how much it is? Minus 6, minus 1, minus 16 and minus 14 is how much? Minus 21. Okay, minus 21. You just take 2 is outside from this, then we will get A dot B plus A dot C plus B dot C equals to minus 21. Okay. Here I took 2 is common from this, then the remaining things A dot B, A dot C, B dot C I have written. Next. What about A dot B, A dot C and B dot C? That is given in the problem. It defined as mu. This one he defined it as the quantity mu. I am substituting this one. That is 2 mu equals to minus 21. Now I want the value of mu. Mu equals to minus 21 divided by 2. Okay. So here it is the value of mu. Given things I have written. After that I simplified a little bit that we found like equations 1, 2, 3. After that I just added the 3 equations. Finally we get the value mu. Okay. Kindly note down. Now let us prove the inequality, Schwarz inequality, Cauchy-Schwarz inequality. This one is important for 2 marks. This proof is important for 2 marks. He won't ask like statement 2, Schwarz inequality like that. He won't ask. Statement itself he will ask. Don't worry. Here it is a statement for any 2 vectors, A vector and B vector. Then prove that magnitude of modulus of A dot B is less than or equals to magnitude of A vector dot magnitude of B vector. Here let us assume magnitude of A is not equals to 0 and also which is not equals to magnitude of B vector. This one we are assuming. Okay, magnitude of A and magnitude of B is not equals to 0. Now we know that the dot product, the definition of dot product is what? Cos theta equals to A dot B divided by magnitude of A dot magnitude of B. It is the definition of dot product of 2 vectors, right? This one I will take this cos theta to the right. Cos theta. A dot B divided by magnitude A magnitude B equals to cos theta. Here what we have to prove? Magnitude of, that is the modulus of A dot B we have to prove. Modulus of A dot B is less than or equals to magnitude A dot magnitude B. You just observe, is there any modulus or is there any magnitude for A dot B? No, we don't have. In the numerator we have only A dot B. In the numerator we have only A dot B. I want modulus. I want A dot B. That is, here I want modulus. What to do? I want in the numerator that is modulus, because we have to prove that modulus of A dot B. Here I want modulus of A dot B. What to do? You just applying magnitude of both sides. Applying modulus on both sides. Applying modulus on both sides. Then what you will get? Modulus of A dot B divided by modulus of A dot B divided by magnitude A dot magnitude B equals to modulus of cos theta. Modulus of cos theta. Now we know that in our trigonometry, what is the range of cos theta? What is the range of cos theta? In our first year PU, we already learned that the cos theta, that is the cos function range and the sine function range, tan function and cosecant and secant. There we have already learned, right? What is the range of cos theta? What is the range of cos function? -1 to 1. Okay, -1 to 1. Now, -1, the cos function range is -1 to 1, including -1 and also including +1. -1 is less than or equals to cos theta is less than or equals to 1. That is modulus of -1 is less than or equals to modulus of cos theta is less than or equals to 1. -1 is less than or equals to cos theta is less than or equals to 1. Now I want magnitude, that is the modulus. Modulus of cos theta is less than or equals to 1. Modulus of cos theta is less than or equals to 1. By using this condition, in place of modulus of cos theta, I am going to write less than or equals to 1. Because modulus of cos theta is less than or equals to 1. Here it is the condition. Modulus of cos theta is less than or equals to 1. Next one. We have the right hand and left hand side, just keep it as it is. Modulus of A dot B divided by magnitude A dot magnitude B. Now, send this magnitude in the denominator. We have magnitude of A dot magnitude B. Send that to the right side. That will multiply to 1. Therefore, A dot B is less than or equals to magnitude A dot magnitude B. Hence, it is the proof. Very simple. Once again, here we are assuming that magnitude A and magnitude B is not equals to 0. After that, it is the definition of dot product. A dot B by magnitude B equals to cos theta. In the numerator, I want modulus, so that I applied modulus on both sides. Then modulus of A dot B is modulus of cos theta. Modulus of cos theta is what? Less than or equals to 1? Less than or equals to 1. Next one. I done just my simplification. Then finally, we found the proof. Okay, it is the proof of squares inequality. And also in this we have one node point. Kindly note down that node point belongs to this inequality. This inequality holds trivially when either A vector equals to 0 or B vector equals to 0. It is the inequality, Schwarz inequality. The proof of this one is important for 2 marks. Next one. Let us move on to the triangle inequality. Now we will move on to the triangle inequality. In our previous classes, we already studied about the triangle of vector addition, right? Triangle of vector addition already we proved. Here, inequality we are going to prove. For any two vectors, A vector and B vector, then magnitude of A plus magnitude of B is less than or equal to magnitude A plus magnitude B. Okay. Here we want to find magnitude of A vector plus B vector. Okay, magnitude of A vector plus B vector. We just see already we have been proved that it is a vector A vector and it is a vector B vector. Sorry. It is a vector A vector and it is a vector B vector. It is a vector B vector, A vector, and it is the vector B vector. It is the resultant vector. It is a resultant vector, that is A vector plus B vector. This already we know in our triangle of vector addition. Okay. You can write this diagram like this. A vector, it is a vector A vector, it is a vector B vector, it is a resultant vector A vector plus B vector, A, B, C. Okay, the vector AC. Now, here we want to find the magnitude of A vector plus B vector. We will consider magnitude of A vector plus B vector. Is there any formula to find or is there any condition to find the magnitude of A plus B? In our previous problem, I already told you that there we solved the problem that magnitude of A plus B plus C, right? Magnitude of A plus B plus C, we find out. How, which concept there we have used? We have to consider magnitude of A plus B plus C square we have taken. Similarly, here also magnitude of A plus B we will take square, because but to find magnitude of A plus B we don't have such kind of formula. That's why we are taking magnitude of B square. Now, in the note point itself, I already told you that A dot A is what? A dot A is magnitude of A square. A dot A is magnitude of A square. Now, magnitude of A plus B square is what? A plus B dot A plus B. By using this note point, this also will be written as A plus B dot A plus B. Now, you just apply the dot product of two vectors. A dot A plus next to A dot B plus next to B dot A plus next to B dot B. Okay, that is equals to A dot A is what? Magnitude A square plus next to A dot B plus B dot A is 2 times of A dot B plus B dot B is what? Magnitude of B square. Right? Now, here I have less than or equals to. Here we have equal. Here we want less than or equals to. You just take any one number. Whatever the number may be, you just take it. I will take 3. Is this less than or equals to modulus of 3? Is this true or false? Yes, it is true. 3 is less than or equals to -3. Now, what about 4? Is less than or equals to modulus of 4? Is this true? Yes, it is true. Next one. 5 is less than or equals to modulus of 5? Yes, 5 is less than or equals to modulus of 5. Okay. Now, similarly, here we have A dot B. We can say that A dot B is less than or equals to modulus of A dot B. From this, A dot B is less than or equals to modulus of A dot B. Can we write this one like this? Yes, we can write, because A dot B is less than or equals to modulus of A dot B. This one I am using A dot B in place of A dot B. In the next step, I am going to write modulus of A dot B. Then this equal symbol changes to less than or equals to. Here I am applying A dot B. A dot B is modulus of A dot B. In the next step, equals will be changed into less than or equals to. Less than or equals to modulus of A square plus next to 2 times of modulus of A dot B plus modulus of B square plus modulus of B square. Now, modulus of A dot B is also given written as magnitude of A dot magnitude of B. which is less than or equals to modulus of a square plus 2 times of magnitude a magnitude b plus magnitude of b square. Magnitude of b square. Now you just observe, is that in the form of a plus b whole square? Yes, it is in the form of a plus b whole square. It is in the form of a plus b whole square. A square plus 2ab plus b square. You just apply the formula. A plus b whole square magnitude a plus magnitude b whole square. It is in the form of a square plus 2ab plus b square. Right? By using the formula, a plus b whole square formula, this also is written as magnitude a plus magnitude b whole square. In the left hand side, what we have? Magnitude of a plus b square. But what we have to prove? What we have to prove? Magnitude of a plus b is less than or equals to magnitude a plus magnitude b. We have to prove, right? We just apply the square root on both sides. Finally, we will get magnitude of a plus b is less than or equals to magnitude a plus magnitude b. Hence, it is the proof of the triangle inequality. In these two inequalities, this Schwarz inequality is important for 2 marks. That is the proof of this inequality is important for 2 marks. Okay? Kindly note down. Next we have one more point belongs to collinear points. How to prove 3 points are collinear. Next let us discuss about how to prove 3 points are collinear. Further, we have one condition. Kindly note down. To prove 3 points are collinear. To prove 3 points are collinear, then magnitude of AC vector equals to magnitude of AB vector plus magnitude of BC vector. Magnitude of BC vector. Here it is a condition to verify the given points are collinear or not. Or to prove 3 points are collinear, here it is a condition. Belongs to this, let us solve the problems. So it is the question number. How much is the question number? 22. I think 22 it is. Prove that, show that, or prove that the points A minus 2I plus 3J plus 5K, and next one more point B I cap plus 2J plus 3K. Next the point C is 7I cap minus K are collinear. Okay, let us prove this. Let us prove these 3 points are collinear points. Here it is a condition. First, what we have to find? AC vector and BC vector. Sorry, AB vector and BC vector. Here we have to find AC vector, AB vector, and BC vector. Along with their magnitude, we have to find. Okay. After that, we have to verify this one. If it is equals, then we can say that points are collinear. Otherwise, the points are not collinear. Like here we have the 3 points A, B, and C. These are in vector form. I will take it in the coordinate system. Like the point A is -2, -2, 3, 5. The components of I, J, K I am writing. Kindly do not confuse. I component is 1, J component 2, K component is 3, and the point C here we have I component is 7, J component is 1, 0. Here we don't have J component. Then the J component will be 0. Next K component is -1. Here these are the points. First we have to find AC vector. AC vector, that is the vector journey of A and C. First let us find out AC vector. AC vector equals to, we just write down I, J, K. j k. I already told you AC vector. How to find AC vector? C minus A. Terminal point minus initial point. C minus A. C minus A. 7 minus of minus 2. 7 minus of minus 2. Next one. 0 minus 3. 0 minus 3. Next one. Minus 1 minus 1. Minus 1 minus 1. That is equal to this one vector in 2 parts already. We have solved more problems regarding this vector in 2 points. I hope you will understand well. I hope you understood well. 7 minus of minus 3 7 plus 2 is 9 I cap minus 3 j cap minus 6 k cap. It is AC. Okay, the vector AC. And also we have to find magnitude. Also find out the magnitude of AC vector equals to square root of. How to find the magnitude? I component square 9 square plus j component square, that is minus 3 whole square, plus k component square, that is k component square, minus 6 whole square. That is equals to how much? 36 plus 9 plus 81. How much we will get? What is the value of this one? We just calculate. Square root of 126. Square root of 126. Now, and also here I am going to write this square root of 126 in the simplest form. That simplest form of SR we already discussed in our lower classes, and also you know very well about the simplest form. What is the simplest form of square root of 126? You just factorize the 126. 126 is also written as 9 into 14, right? 9 into 14. 49 is how much? 126. Inside the square root it is 9. What about outside the square? 3. 3 into square root of 14. These things we already learned in our lower classes. Okay. I hope you understood. Next one. Next let us find AB vector. AB vector. AB vector equals to A cap plus J cap plus K cap. AB vector B minus A. B minus A we have to find. B minus A. B minus A. B minus A. 1 minus of minus 2. 1 minus of minus 2. Next one. 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3. Next 3 minus 4. That is equals to 1 minus of minus 2 is 3i plus minus j minus 2k. It is a vector AB vector. And also find out magnitude of AB vector equals to square root of I component is 3 square plus j component is minus 1 square plus k component is minus 2 square equals to square root of. How much the value it will be? 3 square is 9, 9 plus 1 10 plus 4 is 14. Square root of 14. Okay. Next AB vector is over. Next we have to find BC vector along with the magnitude. BC vector equals to I cap plus j cap plus k cap. Now BC vector is nothing but C minus B. C minus B. C minus B 7 minus 1. 7 minus 1. Next to 0 minus 2. 0 minus 2. Next to minus 1 minus 3. Minus 2 minus 3 equals to 7 minus 1 is 6i. Next one, minus 2j minus 4k. It is a vector BC vector. And also find out magnitude of BC vector equals to square root of I component is 6 square plus j component is minus 2 square plus k component is minus 4 square. That is equals to how much the value it will be? 6 square is 36 plus 36 plus 4 is 40. 40 plus 16. 40 plus 16 which is how much? 56. Okay, 56. What is the simplest form of square root of 56? Simplest form is what? Simplest form 4 into 14. 4 into 14. 14 4s are 56. Inside the square root it is 4. Outside the square it is square root it is 2. 2 into 14. Okay. Once again here we have find out AC vector, AB vector, BC vector along with their magnitude. Okay, everything we have got. Next, we have to verify this condition. We have to verify this condition. Just verify it. Now magnitude of write down this condition. Now magnitude of AC vector equals to magnitude of AB vector plus magnitude of BC vector. Magnitude of AC vector is what? 3 into square root of 14 equals to AB vector, magnitude of AB vector, square root of 14 plus magnitude of BC vector is 2 into root 14. Okay, next one. 3 into square root of 14 equals to root 14 plus 2 root 14 is 3 root 14. Is this equal? Yes, equal. Therefore, we say that the points A, B, C are collinear. Hence, it is the proof to find. Hence, it is the procedure to find the 3 points are collinear points. Next, based on this, we just write down the homework problem. Show that the points A. Prove that the points A, B, and C are collinear. Points. The point A is 1 to 7. 1 to 7, point B 2 6 3 2 6 3. Next, the point C is 3 10 minus 1 3 10 minus 1. It is a problem homework for you. You just do at home. Okay. This problem is very similar to this one. Just numbers are changing. That's it. Everything is same. Just numbers are changing. It is a problem. Can you note down?